All of.
Okay, so I've actually done research on gully erosion and found out that the actual issue is early detection, because this is a natural phenomenon. But the earlier it's detected and worked on, the less disastrous it can be.
Okay, nothing has been built so
nothing
far.
Nothing has been built. Yes.
Okay, just the research. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anybody have question? What's the name?
Azubikechiso.
Okay. Thank you. Put your hand. Is there not?
All right. Can we call the next person?
Yes.
Up next, we have Son Pod, Emmanuel Anu Ajayi.
Good evening, everybody. All protocol duly observed. My name is Emmanuel, an engineering student from Kwara State University. I came all the way from Kwara State University. We're a group of students solving the lack of electricity in Nigeria. So this is our innovation, SunPod, a solar power station for addressing electricity in Nigeria. Access to electricity is a significant challenge, in which more than 85 million Nigerians are living without it as of 2021. And Nigeria is the most number of people living without access to electricity, according to ESI Africa. So why solar inverters and generators provide a viable solutions to this lack of electricity? A lot of downside in that it's widespread adoption, like complicated installation, too much cost, release of CO2 to the atmosphere. So this is our solution. This is SunPod. As you can see, this is the prototype of our SunPod.
Camera, can you zoom in, please?
This is prototype of our SunPod. This is the display showing the amount of charge in it. So all the materials used in building the solar power station are sourced locally. This is the port where you can on your bulb. As you can see, it is on. So this is the multiple USB outlets where you can charge all your gadgets. So the cost of production for this is 50,000 and the selling price is 80,000. So after we have done this, we have had a lot of students reaching out to us that they want to have our product. So that is why we came here to seek a funding to do more of this, because we have a lot of people that want to use our innovations. So, okay, that wants to use our innovation. So we have did the pilot testing at 2 secondary schools. We have also done the pilot testing at a barber shop, and it has worked. So if you this bulb will last for 90 hours before it gets off. This bulb will last for 90 hours before it gets off. And this solar power station will use up to a month if it is fully charged before it gets off. So there is a simulation video. Media, please, the simulation video. No, go front. Yes, play this video. Play. There's a simulation video. Yes. There's a play button. There's a play button. So one of the advantages of our product, our innovation, is that it is very portable. You can carry it all about, and all the material.
Time is up.
Thank you.
Put your hands together for him.
There's a video. Play the video.
SunPod, thank you very much.
From Kwara State University.
Oh, SunPod from Kwara State University. Yes. Thank you, and welcome to Anambra.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. You said it takes 50,000 to build this.
Yes, and
You didn't tell us the capacity.
okay, the capacity of this solar power station is 420 watt hour, and it is also 115,350 milliamps. That's the capacity.
Okay. So how many people are waiting to buy this?
A lot. Since we have done this innovation, we have created an awareness in our school. So at Kwara State University, a lot of students has reached out to us. Small scale businesses has also reached out to us. Even the University of Ilorin, they reached out to us that they want, their students want this. So that is why we are seeking funding.
Is there a reason why they are not paying you?
They want us to, because it is they want us to bring the product to them, the innovation to them.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And this funding will help us to gather more.
What
Okay.
if you get the funding and
Okay.
you build it and they don't buy it?
No, they are still on our list. They are waiting. They are message.
You're not answering. Maybe you don't understand my question.
Okay.
I first asked you, is there a reason why they're not paying you now to go and build it for them?
There is no reason, but
So,
okay.
now, yeah, and I'm not asking because you didn't answer that one. And I said, what if you get the money and build it and they don't buy it? What will you do?
They are on our list already. They are even messaging me that we should bring a lot to them.
All right, thank you very much.
Because it is solving their immediate need. This is for students. Okay.
Do you know when you have, when you are thirsty,
Okay.
when you're hungry,
Okay.
if you enter somewhere and they tell you that the food will be ready in 10 minutes, what do you usually do?
You wait. You wait.
You wait.
Yes, I wait.
If they ask you to pay that time, will you pay? The food will be ready in 10 minutes. If they ask you to pay, will you pay?
I will wait for the food before I pay.
You wait for the food before you pay, but you go wait.
Yes. The student has built a lot of trust in me, so that was why they have waited. They have waited. Even it is
They
not,
have what?
They have built a lot of trust in me. So,
That's the
okay.
reason they should give you money now, if they have built trust in you.
It is not only one person. There are large numbers of students. So they want it in a large scale. So that is why we are to build, and it is solving their
Thank
immediate
you.
need.
All right.
So why? Sorry, before you go, why do you think they are on your list? Why are they pressuring you to bring these products to them?
Because this is a kind of innovation they are yet
But
to
there are a
see.
lot of this kind of innovations out there.
We have Sun King, we have Lumos Energy, but our innovation, our uniqueness is that it is cost effective and affordable, and it is designed for students and small businesses. And we have piloted this in a lot of small businesses. We have
I know
piloted it.
I know you're an undergraduate.
Yes.
Okay. But there are some feedback that some people here will also learn from. Do you understand? For me, as a business person, first and foremost, for something you're doing, your cost of production is 50,000, right? My assumption is that cost of production does not include your man hour. It does not include the time you spent in doing it. It's just the cost of materials. Is that not true? Now, cost of materials alone is 50,000 and you're selling it for 80,000. For me, it's not business in the first instance. Okay? You have to find a way to drive this cost of production down to as much as maybe 15 or 20,000. And if you're selling for 80,000, I can say, okay, this makes some sense. Do you understand? So, when you say you have Sun Key, there's a reason Sun Key is as high as it is. So when they say they are waiting for you, part of why they are waiting for you is because they don't believe that you will come true. That's why they're not giving you money.
Another thing is that we have sold 5 of these products, but we have sold, and why it is cost effective and affordable is that materials are sourced locally. So that's it.
Well done, well done. Actually, great stuff, right? I had to make that feedback because I believe there are people around. It's for everybody to learn from, right?
And
So well
Sun
done.
King also, they use lead acid battery. We use lithium ion battery. And lithium ion battery has a lot of advantages compared to lead acid battery.
Well done.
Thank you. Please put your hands together for him. And that's the last in the category of undergraduates. So put your hands together for these undergraduates. There are more than 200 undergraduates that pitched, submitted, but these were the top 5. Thank you. Now we are moving to another category, startups from
Outside Anambra.
outside of Anambra. Okay. On the list, number 1, we put your hands together for Wati.
Wati AI Energy Monitoring System, Mr. Victor Isaac.
You have 3 minutes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Victor, and with me is Bridget. We are from Africa Manufacturing Innovation Hub, and we have built the most advanced metering infrastructure. In Nigeria, a country of over 220 million people, 40% of the power distributed is lost to theft, outdated infrastructure, and inefficiencies, costing the industries billions annually. Over 39 million customers remain unmetered, and power distributors are stuck at playing catch-up. Our solution is Wati, an AI advanced metering infrastructure. It's a suite of smart metering and AI-powered devices that reduce energy losses, automate 99.9% of the power industry's workload, and provide real-time fault detection for critical infrastructure. We manufacture and deploy smart tokenless meters with a kilowatt sharing and real-time load consumption monitoring technology. The only one in the world that does that. And you can see this from anywhere you are in the world. We also retrofit existing meters to make them smart, cutting cost by 60%. Our Linex monitors power lines in real time, detecting faults and enabling swift action. Paired with our software, mobile app, and AI assistant, we optimize energy usage and reduce losses, saving costs for power distributors and consumers. Here's why we stand out. We are the most advanced meter manufacturing company in Nigeria. Our meters are more advanced in terms of capability and meeting the Nigerian energy distribution needs, and would help cut costs up to 60%. And we're not just selling hardware. Our SaaS model adds recurring revenue from software subscriptions, maintenance, and top-ups. The market is enormous. It's a 2 trillion naira opportunity, and we plan to capture 1.5% of it in the first 2 years, scaling to 2.5 by year 3, with 133 billion naira in projected revenue and a 33% gross profit margin over 3 years. Wati is Nigeria's energy management future. The 5 million naira grant will help us in our POCs, our proof of concept. We are seeking a $22.5 million for 12.5% equity to scale our manufacturing and expand
my brother,
distribution.
no verse. I think your time is up.
Thank you.
Please, let's put our hands together for him. I have, you know the challenge I have, right?
Hello, do you have any questions?
Okay, beautiful presentation. We love it.
Thank you.
So this is what I think. For the sake of the audience, right? My brother, you're actually giving us a speech, right? you felt like you came to give us a keynote. That's how I felt like, that you were giving us a keynote speech. But for the sake of audience, we're actually having another pitch going on here. And the pitch here is more interesting than the one that we're getting there.
Okay.
So please, that's the problem we have right now.
Very sorry
So
about
we're now
that.
wondering which one we should. We're
I'm
wondering
sorry?
which one we should use. No, let her do it. So, yeah, use this one.
Okay, from what my colleagues have said, the meter I already have in hand, right, is an AI advanced infrastructural meter that is built by Nigerians here in Nigeria. All right, so with this meter now, what the already existing meter don't have, they don't have that features where they share for others. Let's say our mother is in the village, right, and she cannot buy credit with our mobile phone because with our app, you can just buy the credit, the kilowatts from your mobile app here, all right? So our mother in the village cannot buy the kilowatts with our mobile phone. But if you here in the city can buy the kilowatts with your mobile phone, you can share for her, right? Relieving her of that burden to start using mobile phones to buy things and all that, right? Also, you can buy for others, you can share for others, you can equally buy for yourself as well. And also another thing is, another features this product have is that you have control of the software. That is something we Nigerians don't have at all right? So we buy already existing meters from China, all right? And we don't have control over the software. The discos that even have control over the software don't even have full control. Their control over the software is limited. Why? Because they don't have that full software developed here in Nigeria by Nigerians.
Wait, so
right?
you built the meter from scratch?
We built the meter from scratch,
Yes, it was built from scratch by our developer.
Let me ask you, are you working with any disco so far?
Yes. We have
Cisco?
PHED. Huh? We have PHED. We have AEDC as well.
That you're working with?
And also private, international power providers, IPPs as well.
But this is not being deployed to houses yet.
Yes, that's because we are going through the final phase of our certification called NEMSA.
NEMSA, yeah.
Okay.
And we are getting that by the first week of December. They've been to the office, they've gone through the entire thing. They recommended down to this last form that you're seeing right now.
Okay.
Well, currently we have houses that are undergoing the test.
Yes, we're actually testing this actually.
The test, right?
We have test site for it already.
Test for efficiencies and all that.
And we have potential orders already.
All right.
You have your question, answer.
Please, your questions are very welcome.
Okay, actually, this is a tokenless. You know, when we buy a prepaid meter, the one we have in Nigeria, they give you a card where you buy token to POS and all that. With this, you can just buy directly from your mobile phone, and it will just...
All right. Because of time, the question I'd just like to ask, I don't know, are you guys looking for, is it grant you're more interested in, or you need investment? Which one?
We are interested in both, actually. The grant will give us a leverage for our POCs. We've invested a lot in making this. As you can see, this is like one of the most beautiful finished product that have been exhibited so far. That's
according to your rating.
Thank you very much. I don't know. Anybody else have questions? Let's put our hands together for Team Wati.
Thank you.
Hey, wait. Please.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Team Wati, thank you.
Up next, can we put our hands together for Team The Energy Box?
All right.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Mole Samuel Uzodimma, and I'm the team lead for ArcPace Technologies. Now,
Please hold on. Just give us like 60 seconds.
All right, sir.
So are we ready for the next?
One, just wait, please. Let's get your slides.
Or if they have another slide, you can start with. If they have another slide ready, we can go with that one. You understand? If there's another startup that has a slide ready, as in, we can go and then it comes back.
I can actually pitch without the. Yes, I have to start with me. Huh? No. It's just on my mobile phone. Yes, I can. All right. Good evening, everyone. All right. While this slide is coming up, please just hear me out. All right. So, my name is Mole Samo Uzodimma, and I'm the team lead for Akpace Technologies Limited. So, what are the problems we've solved? Before mentioning the problems we've discovered, I would like to point your attention to two things I feel you'll be amazed by. Do you know that just as you're seated here, you can use your mobile phones to control every single thing, every power equipment in your house right from here? Do you know that you can do that even with WhatsApp and Telegram? I mean, with your favorite social media or social messaging app. You can control your light bulb even right from here with WhatsApp and Telegram. Do you also know that we can also cut down your energy costs by 50%? And I mean that adequately. Now, what are the problems we've seen? The first problem we've seen is high energy costs. Currently in Nigeria, Band A was paying 68 naira per kilowatt hour, and now Band A is paying 225 kilowatt hour. That means for every Nigerian who is on Band A that is having up to 22 to 24 hours electricity, such a person has to pay 162,000 naira, which is quite expensive. Another problem we've seen is poor electrical safety. Just about 2 months ago, a pregnant woman from Port Harcourt was just in her living room, and she just wanted to change over from solar to the grid. And immediately she when they touched it, she got electrocuted and she died there. We can as well avoid that. There are many cases, as of the last 2 years, about 269 Nigerians have died from that. The third problem we've seen is the culture of wastage. Almost every Nigerian likes to leave their light bulb on even during the daytime. That is a problem to our energy sector. What are the solutions our energy box is introducing? The first thing we're trying to introduce is that we can allow you manage your energy even with your budget. While you are on Band A or Band B or whatever band that you are, if you sideline 7,000 naira for your monthly budget on energy bill, you can get 10 hours of electricity or even 5 hours of electricity without breaking the bank. And that is even for Band A. Another thing we're helping you do is, even right here while you're seated here, you can know if there is power in your house, even with or without the internet. With or without the internet. You can as well control every appliance in your home, even without the internet. So that makes it possible for my grandma, who is not so educated but has a smartphone, to be able to control the equipment in her house. So what we are trying to do is to make every single Nigerian energy responsible. So many other persons have been doing this from the distributor side, but we've seen that they fail to get the attention of the government, and we've decided to go directly to the direct consumers, because the consumers are actually part of the energy wastage we are seeing in Nigeria. Another issue we've seen here from the slide. Okay, can you please kindly go back? Our energy box comes as a hardware and a software solution. So right on it, the way our business model is run, we have a free plan that comes as the SMS, while the subscription plan, which is paid for, the premium plan, is for the internet services and the WhatsApp service. So, and you can save your energy with as low as 1,000 naira per month. I mean 1,000 naira per month for you to use WhatsApp to control your energy. What have we done so far? We've registered our company immediately with CAC as a limited liability company. We've pitched at the Nigerian Energy Forum, and we came up as runner-ups there. What do we need the money for? 5 million naira. We need 5 million naira to continue. We've built our prototype already. We have our app. We also have the hardware section already. What we just want to do is to continue to build more products and as well go advanced on rapid marketing. Because this is a problem that Nigerians are currently having and they need instant solution to this problem. Thank you very much.
Judges, please.
Okay, thank you very much for the pitch. That's quite an enlightening and there's also passionate speech, right? I just want to know from you, how far along have you come to this? I heard when you said you've built your app, you've done your prototype, but I don't see any of them here.
Okay, it's actually on the slides, sir.
Okay.
And then the last part of the slide shows where we were testing the real product. So
your slides behind you. So can you take him to the last slide of the slides, please?
The last. Okay, yes, this is the test video.
Can you play the video?
Please, can we also have sound, please? This the last slide, please. You were just there, the last slide. Okay, so that's, okay. The last slide. Okay, rest. The last slide. Okay, so if you had seen the last slide, you see just the box, which was hung right there. And I was using my mobile phone. Okay, that's it. That's the energy box there. Please, can you play the video? This was just a test.
It looks like we're having a video issue. Okay, so I love your presentation. Very excellent. You spoke well and you hit the point straight. But maybe you help me clarify a bit.
Okay, sir.
About this. If I put this in my house, it manages energy for me, right?
Yes, sir.
What am I subscribing for?
What? I didn't get your question,
What
sir.
am I subscribing for?
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. You're subscribing. You can use it without any subscription, like I said. There is a free plan, and that is SMS. You are not being charged for that at all. But what we are charging you for is to have internet-based service or to use WhatsApp to do the same thing. So right from there with your mobile phone, if you don't enjoy using mobile apps, from WhatsApp, you can know if there is power in your house. Also from that same WhatsApp, you can turn on the light bulb or turn off the light bulb in your house. Even if I know there are some cases of people who have to call a neighbor to find out if there is light in their house. And so you don't have to do that. You don't have to call your next door neighbor to pump your water for you or to put on pumping machine. Right from WhatsApp or Telegram or your favorite social messaging platform, you can do that right with your phone. That is what we offer, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Felicita, do you have any question? Ifeanyi, do you have any question for him? All right, thank you. Let's put our hands together for him.
All right, up next we have Instant Doctor. Can we please put our hands together for them? Instant Doctor.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Nzei Kanayo. I'm a medical doctor and co-founder of Instant Doctor App, which happens to be a telemedicine innovation built to solve most of the problem bordering healthcare, Nigerian healthcare system specifically. Now, you will agree with me that a lot of people, everyone seated here, want at least a doctor's number in their phone. So that when you wake up one day and see blood coming out of your anus, you'd want to ask a doctor, is this normal? All right? Every day in clinic, 80% of my consultation ends with, doctor, can I get your number? And you wake up in the morning with so many messages and lab results telling you to at least prescribe. So this alone gives me the impression that telemedicine has a very big future in Nigeria. Now, we're able to itemize the problem bordering both rural and urban areas. Okay, generally, Nigeria is faced with the challenge of shortage of health workers. And if we bring it down home to the rural region, we have the problem of availability and accessibility of professional health workers. We have the problem of language barrier. You go to a clinic, you have two doctors consulting. A particular doctor speaks Igbo, for example, then the other one doesn't. Everyone wants to speak with talk with the one that speaks Igbo because there are symptoms that you can't possibly communicate with English. You are not fluent with English, all right? So you want someone that speaks your language. So instant doctor, this is where instant doctor, there's a problem. We also picked a problem of affordability also. So this is where instant doctor now comes in. We provide a user with virtual consultation. You don't just consult. If you have lab results, you could send. Then aside that also, these drugs that are prescribed at the end of the consultation are being delivered to you at your doorstep. Then for the aspects of the language barrier, what did we do? We are able to match a patient to a doctor that speaks your language. So you don't have to struggle to speak English. We have a lot of people that have missed diagnosis just because of communication. Some things in medicine, there are a lot of diseases with similar symptoms. But if a patient can communicate better.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very quick question I'd like to ask. How many doctors do you currently have on your platform? Just the answer, just figure.
Okay.
Figure.
So currently, we've built
just
the
say
app.
20, 100, 200. That's what I want to hear.
Okay. Currently, we are still, like, the app is ready, but not yet functional. But at our disposal, we have at least 200 doctors.
All right.
Yeah.
So who are your competitors?
All right. So we have apps like Draw Health, we have Healatech, we have Mobi Health. And all of these, none of them have this feature of trying to solve the problem of language barrier.
So your unique selling point is the language integration.
Yeah, the
trying
language.
To merge people with the doctors
language.
that speak their language.
Sorry, I didn't get.
Trying to merge patients with doctors that speak their language. That's your unique.
Exactly. Aside that, we have other exciting features such that patients, we have so many people with chronic illnesses. So we get a lot of people taking hypertensive drug, DM drug. So the app has drug tracker, medication tracker, such that you just have to prescribe a drug and it reminds the patient on a chronic drug.
Thank you.
All right.
Let me just make this general comment, right? Awesome stuff. But before you started pitching, let me be honest, right? Already scored you. And do you know why? I was very excited when you introduced yourself and said you were a medical doctor. You understand?
Yes.
So I felt you're the best person to solve this problem. And I didn't even want to hear the other things you were saying, if you get my point. Now, but here's the thing, and I think more people should understand this. You don't need an app to solve this problem, to provide this solution. So when I asked you how many doctors you already have on this thing, and I said I just need number. Sorry. When I asked you how many doctors do you have on the app right now, and you started stammering, my heart broke. Do you understand? Because the next question I was going to ask you is, how many people are currently using the app? For crying out loud, you already told me in your pitch that you wake up every morning with multiple messages from different people, from different patients asking you. Those are already your customers.
Yes.
So I was just going to ask you, why are you not serving those customers already? Do you understand?
Yeah.
And so we should avoid this temptation to think that everything is app. It is after you solve the problem that you now find app is supposed to be the automation, not features. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, but well done. I'm not saying this to discourage you. You're on the right track. But just for us to understand this other stuff.
Put your hands together for him. Next is YQ. YQ, very fast, very fast. Guy, slide, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah. Action, your time starts now.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lawrence. I'm from YQ. Okay, so a few years back, my co-founder founded a virtual kitchen, right? And in the process of running his virtual kitchen over the period of 4 years, he encountered all kinds of difficulties that include logistics, sourcing for logistics people, customer engagement, and operational inefficiencies and stuff. So we decided to solve this problem. We're going to build a food delivery app. But before we got started building this food delivery app, we had to do some research. And we found some very, very interesting stats. The first stats that we found was on TikTok. So we found that the hashtag Food Talk had over 67 billion views. And we checked out some of those videos, and we found that in the process of, like, on the videos, if you check this comment section, you'd find people say, oh, I want to order this, I want to order this, how can I get this? We found that something had fundamentally changed about consumer behavior and buyer decision making, especially when it had to do with food, that they made decisions on purchasing food based on high quality images and videos, not just list-based menus. And so we decided to integrate this into our product. Upon further research, we reached out to some restaurants and chefs, and we found that in addition to this particular problem we're trying to solve, they needed a platform where they can manage all their orders, because for some of them, their entire operations for managing orders is fragmented. They have WhatsApp, they have another platform via calls, and they have maybe dine-in orders and stuff like that. So we decided to build YQ. YQ is a 3-in-1 solution at the moment, right? The first solution is an AI-powered TikTok-like food delivery app, right? And the second, on the restaurant side, is a SaaS platform where they can receive not just our orders from YQ, but any other order on one dashboard, so that they'll be able to track their revenue and grow their business efficiently. And then the delivery network, right? And so far, right, our progress, we launched in 8 months ago, right, in private beta. So far we've generated over $40,000 in gross merchandise value, right? Onboarded with only $500 invested in marketing, right? Most of us, what we grew was through word of mouth. Then we've onboarded over 55 restaurants with 140 on the wait list, including chefs and virtual kitchens, including restaurants. And amongst these 55, we have KFC, Kilimanjaro, Chicken Republic, Intachiosa from Enugu, right, on our platform. Please go to the next slide, please, very quickly. Next, please. Okay, and then another thing that we found from our product, right, very interesting thing was that we have an average right now of 100 to 200 people who are daily active users, an average, 100 to 200 people, and they spend an average of 47 minutes on our app, right? And the reason is because it interests them, they explore foods and stuff like that, and it led to the increase in number of orders that we've processed on our product. Please, next slide. So the co-founders, we have a combined experience of over 3 decades across the food industry, tech industry, in over 6 countries, right? From US to UK to Germany to Turkey. My co-founder worked with the guys at Porsche, right? He helped to build the automation system. The other one is a back-end engineer that worked with a company in UK and all. Next slide. Okay, so we're looking for 5 million naira right now, because what we launched these 8 months, was in beta test. It was beta test, both private and public tests. And right now we're looking to expand to other cities in order to grow our business, because we believe that we're onto something here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, YQ. Ifani, you want to take the lead on this?
Okay, thanks for the presentation. The first thing I need is more clarity in the exact problem you're solving, because I heard a couple of things. There's a cloud kitchen management software. There's a food discovery platform, with your TikTok-like features. And then there's if you were to describe your startup in one word, how can you give us clarity into exactly what you're solving?
Okay, it's an integrated order management platform, if we're going to put it in one word. For the TikTok part, it helps to increase the chances of a restaurant or a chef getting more orders. While the order management, the one that the SaaS product helps them to manage all their orders, both in-house and the one that comes from the delivery platforms.
So on the SaaS side, is it omni-channel today?
Sir?
On the SaaS side, where you're managing orders, is it omni-channel today? What kind of channels can people?
Okay, so it uses WhatsApp, right?
So there's WhatsApp.
There's WhatsApp, right? It records your WhatsApp. There's also dining, where you walk into a restaurant, right? Where they can scan the QR code and scan the QR code and check out the menu and make payments there on
do you have an actual live demo of this platform?
I don't. It's not recorded here, but I can show you the video it's on my laptop here. But it's live.
Do you have it on your phone?
Do you have it on your phone or anything?
My phone is actually dead. I had to use someone else's phone, and
no problems. I have power bank.
Okay, sure.
Okay. The other question I want to ask you, where is this based?
Okay, this is currently based in Enugu. All the traction we had was in Enugu at the moment.
You're based in Enugu?
Yes.
All right. How is your stuff different from Order?
Okay.
Order, yes. How is your stuff different from Order?
You know the startup that is Ordered at Africa, right?
Yes, I do.
How is it different?
Is it similar or different?
To be honest, it's relatively similar. The only difference is that we've integrated the TikTok like to help increase engagement. For Order, it's focused on the SaaS for restaurants. But for us, we also integrated the e-commerce side for TikTok like engagement to increase the probability of a chef getting an order. So it's like both of them in one, rather than just having the regular processing for restaurants and chefs.
Okay, you mentioned that you've generated a revenue of over $40,000.
Not revenue, GMV. That's the money that's been processed through our transactions. In transactions, yes, $40,000.
Okay, so what's your next phase of expansion?
So
Since you're currently just operating in Enugu.
Yes, our next phase is to expand. Firstly, we did our research and we found that there is a lot of opportunity in the Southeast and South markets which has not been tapped into. And so we're looking to capitalize on this opportunity to expand to these markets.
What is your current team size?
We're currently just 3, right? That's I and my co-founders, 2 of us. That's why they're not here, because they're managing operations in Enugu.
When you say you've done 40,000
yes.
in GMV,
yes.
How much of that is actually your revenue?
Okay, so like I said, we launched beta. So we have been trying out several revenue models, right, in the process of all of these transactions. So we tried service charges, commission-based transaction fees, and all of that. And also logistics, that's a commission from the logistics arm of the platform. So it's like right now, at the moment, we stabilized from June, and we're doing 10% currently at the moment. But before that, we had tried, to be honest, we lost money in the process of trying out a couple of things, a couple of pricing models.
I understand all of that
yes.
in terms of startups trying to understand what works,
yes,
right?
Yes.
I just want to know in terms of revenue,
yes.
what you can pin down to say this is our revenue so far.
Okay, like in a specific figure?
Yeah, revenue.
Okay, so far we generated over 4 million.
That's in Naira?
Yes, in Naira.
Oh.
But
what differentiates your platform really from the likes of Glovo?
Okay, so to be honest, first off, for even Chowdeck, for instance, right? First off, the reason why we had to start out solving this problem was because the market is 7% built. That means that all of these people haven't tapped into the Southeast and South markets. That's the first thing that we thought about before building this platform. Then the second is that most of these platforms are logistics focused, right? And then the thirdly is that we are also looking at them as not just competitors, right? We're looking at them as also collaborators, because for Glovo, for instance, they have an API solution that we can integrate into our SaaS product to also help streamline and get the orders that some of these restaurants and chefs are also getting from all of these platforms. So it's more of a collaborative approach than a competitive approach.
So any competitive difference
Yes, no competitive difference. The TikTok side is a competitive difference. The order management as well, in terms of having a storefront. Most of these platforms don't have a storefront independent for their chefs, where chefs can get orders outside of their platform. So we, as well, we're not just holding the entire stuff. You can have a storefront and then you can sell on your own.
But Child Deck does have a storefront.
Okay.
Okay. Well done.
Okay, before you go, I know you want to end that. Do you curate comments? Do you curate comments?
Yes, you can like, you can comment, and the more you like.
From TikTok?
Yes, like TikTok, yes. You can like, you can comment, and the more you like, the more it tells, like an AI platform, like the way TikTok works, the more it knows exactly the kind of food that it would recommend to you the next time you come on the platform. So that's basically how it works.
So your likes on TikTok is reflected on the app?
No. It's the app itself is like TikTok.
So it's a social media
It's
app.
like social media, but for food. But you can order the food.
Hold on.
So what you build is TikTok for food?
Yes, TikTok for food, yes. For on that consumer side.
And you guys built this yourselves?
We built it ourselves.
How long
completely.
did that take to build?
Because of the experience, it took us 2 months to build it. So my co-founder, like I said, he has worked with a couple of companies abroad in UK, in US, in Germany, and one food delivery platform, as well as one platform, Curero, that's a social media
platform. How much
platform.
have you raised so far?
We haven't raised any money. It's all been bootstrapped with our own funding.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please put your hands together for them. And then the last startup in this category. All right, so our last startup for today. Please put your hands together for Flues.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Abubakar Bashir. I'm the founder and CEO at Flows. A typical case study of Saad Mohammed Asha, a tea seller in Suleja, Niger State. Saad tended to lose 2 of his wives and 6 of his children. Why? Because he lacked access to a flood alien warning information and guidance. What a pity for Saad. Like Saad Mohammed Asha, there are about 5.4 billion people globally, 121 million sub-Saharan Africans, and 17 million Nigerians that are vulnerable to this particular catastrophe. Flood has been a major devastator with no limited resiliency for quite centuries. It has accounted for about 45% of all literated natural disaster, and yet it remains the most frequent natural disaster with about 45% frequency. I overheard the UN Secretary General in person of Guterres saying that 1 out of 3 globally lack access to these particular services. Well, here in Nigeria, we don't have a socially inclusive, democratized, and gender-responsive solution to that. Well, say hello to Flows. It is an all-round solution that monitors and forecasts flood imminence, and thereby disseminate the forecasted data to the flood-vulnerable individuals, communities, businesses, and even economies. Why? For early preparedness, awareness, emergency response, quick recovery, and strengthening part of our resiliency towards reduction in devastation among lives, vulnerable properties, biodiversity, food and water supply, and economic loss estimated in billions of dollars. We are leveraging a constellation of nanosatellites, our inbuilt hydrological model, and also a multi-patented network of flood sensors, and also a geo-AI to make this possible. We are servicing the likes of the government. Currently, we have NEMA onboarded, we have NISAL, we have the humanitarian organization with the likes of Direct Relief currently onboarded, down to the businesses. We have the Credit Bureau, we have banks currently, insurance company with the likes of Pula Advisory currently on board. Next. So this is how Flows can be accessed. It can be a pure SaaS solution if you prefer to go in your private cloud, virtual cloud. Then it can be deployed on your existing IT infrastructure if you wish to, and as well as it can be a web application at the same time a mobile application, an API for those that needed to build on top of what we have. Down to those in the last mile that don't have access to either mobile connectivity or internet connectivity, poor internet connectivity, they can access via USSD, SMS, and co. Next. So According to World Economic Forum, stated that the climate crisis itself is a $2 trillion opportunity, of which we are servicing a serviceable obtainable market of about 17 billion as in dollars worth of opportunity currently in Nigeria. Next. Of course, we're not alone in the market. We have the likes of Deltares from the Netherlands that are doing the same. Next. But perhaps we are quite different. We are local players. We are the first to demonetize, democratize, and dematerialize this particular service in sub-Saharan Africa. Our service is cheap, low cost, and affordable. It's hyperlocal and hyperspectral, and it can be tailored across different geographies, plug and play. Next. We felt like access to a life-saving data is a basic human right. So we're giving out Flow's service for freemium access while we're charging for the premium content. And at the same time, we are charging a 15% premium for all the insurance that is being offsetted, and also a 15% from the carbon credit that's being offsetted for the matchmaking process. Next. We are currently in 6 sub-Saharan African countries because of the transboundary river system coming through Cameroon, Chad, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Nigeria. Next. And of course, we have helped reduce disaster-based mortality and also reduce economic losses. Next. A few for accolades over the decades. Yes. Next. And of course, this is a token of appreciation from President Buhari as the Presidential Award for being the best in GITEX, or also imagine the best black finalist at GITEX 2022. Next. These are our partners. Next. And we're asking to win the prize possibly for the non-Anambra indigene category. And we're seeking for ticket investment of all sizes from the investors. Next. And indeed, this is our team. We are a team of unique diversity with passion, skill set, and expertise to help make the world to be a safer, smarter, and more resilient place to continue living. Myself, Abubakar Bashir, I'm a serial entrepreneur with 2 failures, 1 successful exit. I'm currently running 2 Flowies across the climate tech and 1 across maritime. I'm urging Anambra State, being the most flood-vulnerable southeastern state in the country, to vouch into this. Together, we can turn the tide towards making climate adversity no longer a problem to Anambra, Nigeria, and the world in a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Abubakar.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I want to summarize your pitch.
Yes, sir.
You have a product that helps to monitor flood. Is that correct?
So products and services at the same time, all combined.
Products and services that helps to monitor flood.
So monitoring is one.
Yes.
Then we forecast. Then the
forecast.
Yes, we forecast.
Yeah. So you're able to say, so and so place will most likely have flood in 3 months' time.
6 days in advance for hyperlocal, any part of Anambra, any part of anywhere in Nigeria.
6 days.
Yeah.
You could
ahead of NEMA, ahead of NISA, ahead of any other agency that is doing that in Nigeria.
Okay, how are you able to do that? You want to give like a...
So, considering different factors. First, we have been accelerated by NASA, despite winning NASA Space App Challenge 3 times. We went to the Jet Propulsion Lab in California. We were accelerated there. And courtesy of the acceleration program, we get access to 45-year-old NASA repository, and we build a benchmark of whichsoever place that is going to get flooded within the sub-Saharan Africa. And that's a benchmark for us. Then we started. The United Nations came in through in 2017. And we came second in Africa, and they gave us a huge amount of money to continue with what we have started already. So with that, with that in place, then the next frontier came in through European Space Agency also, gave us access to Copernicus satellites, Sentinels constellation.
No, don't worry. So your customers for this are essentially government.
It's one. Government is one.
Government
one
and developmental,
agencies.
Agencies.
2.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, you've got 2. So who is the third?
We have the humanitarian organization as a segment, as a customer segment.
So they're all,
we have direct relief currently on board.
Relief, right?
Direct relief. They are currently on board using our services. But where the juicy money is coming through is the enterprise and business sector. Okay. We have the credit bureau. We have NISAL currently on board. We have NASDAQ currently on board. And we have the local Nigerian stock exchange on board. We have Pooler Advisory from Kenya using our services here in Nigeria for insurance.
So this is more of a B2G. This is more of a B2G, right?
The B2G to B2B, and we have our B2C as well.
Explain the B2C side for me.
Yes, we have local farmers. In 2022, a loan was disbursed by Anko Boros and NISAL to farmers in Benue and Niger to farm. A wrong focus was given, and it ended up flooding their entire farmland. So whose
So,
fault is it?
so hold on.
So those farmers are our clients currently now, courtesy of Nestle.
And they pay you directly?
Directly, yes.
How much do they pay you?
So if they are using a normal SMS, it's just 9 naira per SMS we're charging. That's
Okay.
it. But we had a problem along the value chain. We won't have a direct contact as in database of all those farmers along the value chain, or if you want to disseminate. So we leverage MTN to do something called a cell-to-our broadcast, whereby we don't need to have your contact, but MTN is going to send a direct warning to that particular cell tower servicing a particular pipeline. along
So
the value chain.
MTN is so okay. The farmers are your customers, but the channel of distribution is MTN. So to a large extent, you have to depend on MTN and the telcos.
No.
To be able to reach the farmers.
So if it's a commercial farmer, not a subsistence farmer, for example, like Savannah Sugar Company, for example.
Commercial farmers are B2B.
Sorry?
Commercial farmers are B2B.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like as if it can be a B2B2C, whereby they outlet like an outsource of farmlands to be farmed, and the produce is sold
So
to them.
Abubakar,
yes, sir.
fantastic product, and I know about this before now, right? So fantastic product, but I'm trying to make sure that we're getting the best value out of this conversation here.
Yeah.
Do you
very well.
understand?
Yeah, very well.
Because for me, your pitch is more suited to the Anambra State government, for instance.
One of the reasons we're here
Yes.
is to get a golden ticket with the Anambra, because that's the only region that we haven't penetrated. And Anambra State being the most vulnerable state in the southeast, we think that as in this platform will be a very good avenue to penetrate through.
So you should seek to have an audience with Chinwe, right?
After all, yeah.
After this conversation.
Yeah.
Chinwe is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because... yeah, because, that's fantastic solution, right? So you need to reach Chinwe after now.
Thank you. And those that are into insurance, one of our proposals here is to have a flood-based insurance in Nigeria, basically starting with Anambra State. We have a failed MOU with the government since the Buhari administration left, actually. But this can be a new frontier to start. So rather than investing in recovery always, it has been said that for every $1 invested in disaster preparedness, it's $724 in disaster recovery.
Okay, thank you very much. Questions?
Please put your hands together for
Daniel, wait. Let's get questions.
Wait till your issue.
What's the color?
Abubakar.
What's the color?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm only just interested in the monies you've won in the past.
Sorry?
Yeah, you've been winning. I saw I saw all your.
Where is the money?
Hello, sorry, the outside there. Hello.
Where is the money?
Hello. They are just validations.
Even though you've confessed, you are looking for a golden ticket into meeting Chinwe.
Sorry, come again, sir?
You've confessed you're just looking for a golden ticket to meeting Chinwe, right? Which Uche has created for you. My question is.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure you need 5 million?
Come again?
Are you sure you need 5 million?
Are you sure you need 5 million?
Or we should attach you with 2 startups so you can give them 5 million each.
Money is never enough.
The guy has told you what he needs.
5 million is quite enough to lobby and to go through to penetrate to Anambra State. Because
the guy has told you what he needs, really.
So.
No, you are big. That's just it. Your solution is big. That's why I asked that question.
Abubakar.
Yes, sir.
You've told us what you need.
Part of what I need?
Part of what you need.
I made mention about my ask, winning the prize, possibly for the category,
stuff.
and ask for investment and penetration through to the government, partnership, collaboration,
That's
and
great.
rest. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Let's put our hands together for him.
Let's put our hands together for Abubakar.
Thank you very much, sir.
We must make sure Abubakar seals this deal with Anambra State government. It must happen. Okay, praise. Put your hands together for yourself. Okay. It's been a good day. I know a lot of us are stressed. I want to make this quick announcement. We will continue tomorrow the Anambra-based startups. We're going to take you up by 8:30 a.m. We would have said we should take you somewhere and pitch, but we have insisted you should pitch on this stage. So you get all your pictures, all your photo ops, and then the whole world will watch you. pitch. And we will quickly take you early by 8:30 a.m. Other academias, exhibitors, and secondary school exhibition, competition will judging will also happen tomorrow. We will start at the rest of the event. So we are starting the event with the pitches of the Anambra State Startup by 8:30. Remember, if you come late, we will not take you, okay? Because we need to have our finalists ready. Tomorrow is the grand finale of this event. We want you to invite someone. If you are watching us online, please join us physically here. If you're anywhere across Southeast, South Nigeria, let's shut down this whole location tomorrow. It's going to be big, it's going to be mighty, and it will be good you are seated before our governor, His Excellency Professor Chukwuma Soludo, takes his seat by tomorrow. Thank you everyone for staying till this time. Stay blessed and God bless you. Kemesiano. Signing out.